Welcome once again to Godoku Tech, the best tech channel on YouTube. Today we are talking about the Dell Inspiron 3501. It costs about 2,800 Ghana cedis, which is around $500 US. In our current laptop landscape, where some cost over $4,000, $500 may not seem like much, but it is still about 2 times more expensive than the last laptop I reviewed, so I'll be more critical. Design is the manufacturer's first impression, the aspect of the laptop that attracts customers when they see the laptop on a shelf in a store. In this regard, Dell didn't do anything spectacular, yet I see that they put more effort into it than the cheaper Dell laptop I reviewed. They used plastic all round but didn't go for the usual black. They chose this semi-grey, semi-purple color. I don't know the name of this color, but it's nice. They also put the usual glossy Dell logo on the lid and also at the bottom of the screen. Unlike the last Dell on this channel, however, they also put an Inspiron logo at the bottom of the laptop. I don't know who goes off showing off the bottom of their laptop, but for some reason Dell thought it wise to write the logo at the bottom. Even though it's not really necessary, it just goes to show how much more attention to detail that Dell gave this laptop. One thing that also adds to the aesthetics of this laptop is the small bezels, which the engineers were so proud of that they included it in the special features list. And I must say, it does make the laptop look nicer and more compact to reduce the size of the bezels. There's also one aspect of design that is not just aesthetics, not just about the beauty, and that is the durability. There's a quote from Vision near the end of Avengers Age of Ultron.
But a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts.
That phrase perfectly describes this laptop's design. Even though the plastic they chose is nice and the color they chose is nice, it doesn't last very long. It wasn't even a week and there were massive scratches on the back of the laptop. It scratches so easily. I don't know which materials they used or the processes they used on the plastic, but it is too prone to scratches. So I'd recommend buying a protective skin. Immediately buy this laptop. Don't use it without a protective skin, else you regret it. It's been less than a month and the back of this laptop looks incredibly terrible. I remember the first time I put the laptop upside down on my table to unscrew and open it up. After I finished everything, I looked on the lid and it was as if I intentionally took a key and used the laptop as my canvas for some sort of key painting. It was terrible and it has only gotten worse from there. So I can't stress this enough. If you are going to get this laptop, you need a protective skin, even though I haven't listened to that same advice myself. On the left side of this laptop, you find the charging port, the HDMI, the Ethernet port, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and the headphone and microphone combo jack. On the right, you have a full-size SSD slot, 1 USB 3.1, and then a security lock. And that's it for the ports. Basically what you find on any 15-inch laptop, and it's good. It doesn't come with any DVD slot, but those are basically obsolete nowadays. I don't really see people using DVDs and CDs anymore, so it's understandable that manufacturers have chosen not to include it nowadays. With durability, there are 2 aspects: the scratch resistance and then the drop resistance. With scratch resistance, I've already said that it is terrible. This thing is almost non-resistant to scratches at all, but it does, however, feel steady. It doesn't feel like something that will break easily. There's very little flex when it comes to the screen and the keyboard. Also, the hinges nearly pass the one hand open test, and I don't think you have any issues with the hinges anytime soon. To get to the internals of this laptop, you just have to unscrew 9 screws from the bottom and then pry out the bottom cover. I am quite satisfied with how modular this laptop is. There's an extra slot for RAM, so if you want to upgrade, you don't have to buy a larger capacity RAM stick. You can even buy the same amount of RAM or even less, and then you include it to the one that already comes with the system, and you have upgraded RAM. Unlike some laptops that come with just one slot or come with a RAM soldered onto the board. You can change the Wi-Fi card or even replace the HDD. And they even left a space for M.2 NVMe SSD. Not many laptops have NVMe slots at this price, but Dell gives you the option to add an SSD for a boost in read and write performance. You also find the 52 watt-hour battery in there, which is also easily replaceable. The cooling design also seems sufficient for the processor in here. So with the internals, I didn't think Dell did anything bad. It is okay. Dell didn't flop with it at all. Everything was very well arranged, and then it's easy to upgrade things that you may want to upgrade in the future. To be honest, most laptop buyers don't really care about the internal design. They just care about how it feels to use it. So let's talk about the most tangible area on this laptop, the keyboard and trackpad. The trackpad has a smooth surface and is large enough for most people. Even with my basketball hands, I was still comfortable using it. The trackpad also supports all the Windows gestures. I think I have spoken about the Windows gestures every time I talk about the trackpad on a laptop, but I think many of you don't even know what these gestures are. So I'm going to take a bit of time in this video to show you the Windows gestures. If you already know, then we can easily skip to the next segment. But now I'm going to teach those who don't know the Windows gestures. I'm going to teach you. So with two fingers, if you swipe up or down, it is to scroll. Most people know that. Two finger tap. To tap with two fingers is to right click. A three finger tap will bring up Cortana or the search bar. A three finger swipe left or right will switch between active apps. Three finger swipe up will bring up the task view. Three finger swipe down will minimize all windows and then you see your desktop. A four finger swipe left or right will switch between active desktops. And a four finger tap will bring up the notification center. So if you have a very good trackpad, it will support all these gestures. If you didn't know, I'm glad I've taught you. But if you knew, sorry for wasting your time. And if there are other gestures that maybe I don't know about, let me know down in the comments. Now the keyboard. It is backlit, hence typing is easier in dark environments. Typing also feels good on this laptop. Pressing the keys feels nice. And I think I would have really liked this keyboard if it wasn't for the fact that it comes with the ISO layout, the European layout. I don't know whose fault this is, whether it's those who are importing that make a mistake and order European layouts, or it's the manufacturer that just keeps sending European layouts to Ghana. We in Ghana use the ANSI layout, and I don't know why they keep bringing it here. Ultimately, I blame the Europeans. I don't know why they chose this weird layout. The left shift is too small, and the enter key has this weird shape that makes me keep pressing their weird hashtag key every time I want to press enter. It is not a very good layout. So Europeans, I'm begging you, stop using it. Everyone should stick with the American layout because it's simply the best. And even if you don't agree that it's the best, change it because I said so. Honestly, I expected at least a full HD screen at this price, but Dell gave us a 1366 by 768 screen. It's not bad. It's better than the cheaper ones I've tried, yet I still think it could be better. I don't think an average user will have any trouble watching videos on this screen, but people like me, knowing the price of this laptop, would have wanted a bit higher resolution. But it's not bad though. It's better than all the laptops I've reviewed, and I can't really complain because I know most people will see this laptop and be like, this is a good screen. But me, with my technical knowledge, I see this and I'm like, Dell could have done better. There's one thing that I have said time and time again, that the other element of a good movie watching experience is sound. I had high expectations of the 3501 speakers because it is more expensive than the other laptops I have reviewed. And I must say, they didn't disappoint. Take a listen. the speakers over my mic and YouTube's compression, and so you may be unable to grasp how they really sound. Well, that's what I'm here for. I think the laptop's price shows in the sound. It is loud and also crispier than those of the previous laptops on Godoku Tech. The quality from the camera and microphones are typically what you expect from laptops at this price. Even the expensive laptops are not very good, so the quality I'm getting here doesn't surprise me at all. I've spoken a lot and I'm doing this just for you. So if you want to reward me, all I need from you is a thumbs up and subscribe. Now, performance. I think you can tell a lot about a laptop's performance by how long it takes to boot. Around 40 seconds to boot is not a good sign. The Dell Inspiron 3501 comes with a 10th Gen Core i3 dual-core processor, no dedicated graphics, 4 gigs of RAM, and a 1TB HDD. When it comes to regular things like browsing, emails, typing, music, and video, it's okay. But honestly, I expected more performance from this laptop. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't take 40 seconds to launch apps on the laptop. It is usually satisfactory. But there are certain times that you'll be doing normal things and then the laptop will just freeze. I don't know why it keeps happening. It will just freeze for a long time, the mouse won't respond, nothing would respond. And it's a new laptop, so I don't expect this from it. And a laptop with a 10th Gen Core i3 processor should not be doing this. It is quite unacceptable. I don't know if it is Dell that didn't optimize it well or there are other issues with the laptop. But for the price and for the processor in here, I didn't expect that from this laptop. And I also thought with this price and this same processor, it could handle more heavy tasks, but it can't. It can't do even light video or photo editing. Any professional work really would suffer with this laptop. You can get a bit of a performance boost if you should buy an SSD, but the laptop as it is leaves more to be desired when it comes to performance. Battery life. This laptop comes with a 52 watt-hour battery. It's larger than all the laptops I've reviewed here, but the battery life is not as much as all the laptops I've reviewed here. It's average battery life. On a charge, you get 5 to 6 hours of usage before it goes slow. The last laptop I reviewed, the HP, gave me over 7 hours of battery life. Like I said, that laptop's battery life was really great for the price. For this laptop, its average battery life, 5 to 6 hours, so you need to bring your charger along when you are using it on the go. And please, don't put the charger in the same area as this laptop because it will scratch it a lot. I'm speaking from experience. Now let's conclude. Should you buy this laptop? To be frank, I don't know if you should or you shouldn't buy this laptop. There's the same issue with the HP I reviewed last time. It comes with free DOS. At this price, I didn't expect it to come with free DOS, but it does. And the shop I bought it from offered to install Windows 10 for me and I accepted. I don't know if you get the same offer from other shops or even when you order online. I'm not sure they will give you Windows 10 for free. So you may have to buy Windows 10. But let's say they even give it to you for free. The performance too would leave more to be desired, and then you'll be compelled to buy an SSD, and you also have to buy a protective skin. And I usually don't like it when I have to buy a product and buy other accessories before I can enjoy the full benefit of the device. So it makes this laptop very difficult for me to recommend. In my opinion, at this price, the laptop should be able to give more, but it doesn't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't in my right mind recommend this laptop, even though I really wanted to. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has informed your purchase decision. This laptop is getting really popular here in Ghana, and I don't know, I wanted to recommend it. I thought it would be really good because of the specs, but it didn't meet my expectations, and so I can't recommend it for you. Maybe many people will be satisfied, but for me, it didn't satisfy me. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and you see me in the next one. Bye.